I'm innocent. I'm innocent. And I've been given a mandate by the people of London to discharge my obligations and responsibilities.
A defiant Joe Fontana says he'll stay on as mayor, despite the RCMP's charges of breach of trust by a public officer, fraud under $5,000, and uttering forged documents.
I'm telling him not to talk now. The appropriate place to answer these charges is in a courtroom, and that's where we're going to do it.
He held him to it.
If there is a conviction, will you step aside, Joe?
I'm not even going there. Don't answer that.
How can you push through a budget, push through a third straight tax freeze when clearly some of the members of your voting bloc have said that they're not comfortable with the situation?
Don't answer that.
And that's what's really at stake here. Fontana has no legal obligation to step down, even though he's been charged. Now, a motion is expected to be presented on Monday asking him to do just that. If it passes, some say it'll show that there's a complete lack of confidence in his ability to govern. But Fontana says he'd just ignore it.
I can tell him to. We could have a vote and have 14-1. He still doesn't have to do it because the municipal act says he doesn't have to do it.
I am surprised to some degree that he's not listening to other members of the public.
And those members are loud.
Joe Fontana's got to go!
Including the dozens of protesters outside his lawyer's office. The cries for resignation traveled from downtown London to Parliament Hill.
Sadly, this is not the first time that the Liberals have stolen money from Canadian taxpayers. Canadians want to know, did Liberal insider and former Prime Minister Paul Martin advise Joe Fontana to stay on as mayor? And do the Liberal members opposite agree with us that it's time for their friends to resign?
It's a question Fontana wouldn't answer.
Have you heard from your old friend Paul Martin, and if so, what has he said?
No comment.
And while he says he wants to continue council's work,
I want to work with my colleagues and with all of Londoners to create the best city in the country.
It could be a long climb in an uphill battle.
Honorable Joe Fontana should have done the honorable thing and stepped aside.